Today, we're diving into one of the most important building blocks in Confluence, how to create spaces. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how to set up a brand new space tailored for your team's needs, so you can keep your projects, documents, and collaboration organized like a pro. Let's jump in and walk through the process together. First things first, let's navigate to where we create spaces. No matter what Confluence page you're on, look for the plus Create button in the top navigation bar. Yep, that one near the top left of your screen. Give it a click and you'll see Space as one of your options. If you don't spot it right away, no worries, just head to Spaces in the main menu at the top, and from there you'll find Create a Space. Confluence keeps things pretty accessible, so you're always just a couple of clicks from setting up a new area. Now it'll ask you to pick a space type or template. Don't rush this part. The template you choose sets the tone and layout for your space, so think about what you actually need. For example, a blank space is perfect if you like to customize everything from the ground up. Great for folks who have a clear vision or want maximum flexibility. On the other hand, if your team does a lot of collaboration, the collaboration space template has built-in features like ready-made meeting notes and project plan pages to save you time. And if you're creating a resource hub or documentation center, go with Knowledge Base. It's specially designed to make searching articles and organizing documentation super slick. Picking the right template now means less tweaking later, so pause here and consider what best matches your use case. Once you've got your template, you'll need to enter a few key details for your new space. Start with the name. This will be front and center for your team, so make it clear and descriptive, something like Marketing Team or Product Roadmap 2025 instead of just Project 1. This helps everyone find what they need, especially if your company has lots of spaces. Next up is the space key. Think of this like a nickname for the space that appears in the URL. Confluence will suggest one for you, but you can change it if you want, as long as you stick to letters and numbers. Customizing the key can make it easier to remember or share the link later, a tiny detail now that saves confusion down the road. You'll also get to pick an icon and declare the primary purpose of the space. Picking a familiar icon can make your navigation panel a lot more user-friendly. Imagine instantly spotting your team's space because of a unique image. And when you select the main purpose, Confluence will turn on certain features or layouts to suit your needs. For example, if you say the space is for documentation, shortcuts for article management will be enabled automatically, so you get relevant tools from the moment you start. Now let's talk about permissions. Decide who should be able to see and use the space right away. You typically have three choices. Make it visible only to yourself for now, helpful if you want to set things up before sharing. Stick with default permissions to include your whole team, or if you're on a premium or enterprise plan, copy the permissions from an existing space to save time. Set this part thoughtfully. It's easy to adjust later, but setting good boundaries early can keep sensitive information safe and make sure the right people have access. And just like that, you're ready for the last step. Hit Create Space. It'll just take a moment, and then your new workspace will spring to life, ready for pages, files, and whatever your team dreams up. Take a second to celebrate. You've just set up a dedicated, organized hub for your work. If you found this walkthrough helpful, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or want more tips on Confluence, drop a comment below. I love helping out. And don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss the next tutorial. Thanks for watching and happy organizing.